Well, hello. It's almost time. I'm so excited. I can't believe we're just 1 week out from marathon weekend. I know that their season technically started, the runDisney season technically started with the Wine and Dine. To me, this feels more like the technical start because it's the first racing event of the year. I did Wine and Dine virtually. This is my first in-person race of, well, it's everybody's first in-person race of 2023, isn't it? A runDisney one, I mean. And to me, it just feels like the real kickoff of this season. And I'm so excited, but I'm also so nervous for so many reasons. Body's slightly breaking down, but I'm doing my best to keep morale high and take care of myself and whatever I can manage in this last week before race. And one of the things that's giving me a lot of peace, and one of the things I can control, is packing. So I did a packing video last year, and if I'm not mistaken, I filmed it after the fact, I think. And I shared with you what was useful and what wasn't, and it was all in a checked bag. And I didn't regret bringing checked bags. I still have been very fortunate. I feel like I'm inviting in bad luck, so I'm gonna knock on wood, that I have not lost a bag by checking it as of yet, or had it separated from me for extremely long periods of time. I will say that putting an air tag in your luggage also provides a lot of peace of mind. I put one in every piece of luggage that I take. My carry-on backpack, my carry-on rolling bag, and any checked luggage I have will all have air tags in it. So it just, trust me, it just helps with the brain. It also helps in a pinch, but it helps with the brain. That being said, air travel is changing, as it always is, and it's just becoming more difficult as a traveler to rely on your checked bag coming through. I think it's still very uncommon to lose your bags for any period of time or have them be delayed in getting to you, but it does happen, and I feel like I'm hearing about it happening more. And this is just one of those scenarios where I do not want to risk not having my race day outfits. I just don't. So in this iteration of runDisney travel for this year, I've decided to commit to bringing all of my race gear from top to bottom and all of the little bits and bobs and extra pieces that I need with me on the plane in its own bag. This is separate from my regular wear, my sleepwear, my toiletries. Like, I don't even care if any of that stuff gets lost, because you're going to Orlando, you're staying around Disney, there's stuff you can buy. There's Walmarts there. If, depending on, even if you pack your race gear and you unfortunately lose your bag, or your bag gets lost, I should say, you didn't lose it, you can run the gamut from Walmart to Lululemon and Disney Springs in replacing running gear. That being said, I just rely very heavily on knowing that my gear, everything from my underlayers to the actual costumes that I'm bringing and my headwear and everything in between, I rely heavily on knowing that it fits and I'm comfortable with it and I feel good running in it. Because like I said, there's very little I can control in terms of how my body is doing right now and what the weather's gonna be and how I'm gonna feel during the race, and whatever happens with air travel next week, no control over that. But if I can have my race kits with me, that brings me some peace. And any peace you can bring to yourself in any context is a very good thing. So I'm going to take you through and show you what I'm packing in this wheeled carry-on. This is in a way bigger carry-on. They actually call it the bigger carry-on. It fits, I travel primarily, exclusively really, on United, and it's fit every time in the overhead bins. And when it's a super small regional jet, they let you gate check it and then you pick it up at the gate afterwards. So it's still coming on and off the plane with you and not through baggage claim, which is important to me in this scenario. That's my thinking going into this particular race season, feeling a little bit more nervous, I think, just because of the variables of my training and my body right now. And a little tickle in my throat today. I'm like, great, get the sickness out of the way. We have a week to go. Kind of like, whatever's happening, just get it done. I'm completely taking this week off running, which is driving me insane, but my body can't do it right now. And if I'm gonna make it through that race, I need the break. So in order to ease my mind any bit, this is helpful. And I just thought it'd be fun to share with you. So, okay, I'll stop blathering at you. Let's go look at what I'm packing. Let me show you what I've pulled out here. These are 3 bins that just always live in my closet now. And they're my runDisney race bins. So this has my extra layers. Whenever I have a sweatshirt that I'm either not fond of anymore or I've stained irreparably, I pop it in there and I know that I have a selection to grab to bring with me as what we call, quote unquote, a throwawayable? Is that it? I don't know. It's just something that I can wear if it's chilly on the morning of the race while I'm in the corral and, at the start for a long time. And then I can take it off and leave it behind. And what Disney does, and they have done for as long as I've been racing these almost 11 years, is they donate whatever layers people leave behind. So I think that's a really nice thing. It's a really nice way to repurpose clothes too. So that's that. So I'll probably pull out, I'm going to bring one for every day. So I'll pull out 4 of those tops to pack with me. This is my race bits bin. I have 1 Mylar, which I will bring with me for sure. So we can pull that out. And then I've got a pair of gloves. I actually just ordered on Amazon a whole bunch more of these. I find it really helpful to have little gloves, even if it's like 55 degrees. It can feel really nice to wear a little pair of gloves for while like I just said, while you're waiting those corrals. So I will bring those with me. I don't think I'm going to bring the arm warmers because it doesn't look like it's going to be very cold. It's a little bit far in advance to know for sure yet, but there it is. I have this little tank that I don't wear for running, but it's just for fun for Dopey. And it says, whose Dopey idea was this anyway? Hi-ho, it's off to run I go. And then I have this little race tack from springtime. It's not even a race tack, it's like a zip-up hoodie. I think I'm going to bring that too. Just fun to wear at the events. And then this has my race outfits and etc. from last year, which is still technically this year, but last season. And I'm actually not repurposing any of my outfits this particular race weekend. I do plan on wearing those again in future races. But I am bringing the light up scrunchies, and I will link these on Amazon. I got so many compliments on these. So they have 3 different settings. I usually just leave them on the all the way on setting. And I've worn them for 2 different race event weekends, and they're still going. So I've just picked some out to go with my outfits, which I'll show you in a second. Also things that I pulled out, some of which were in that bin. This little pouch is where I put all my small race bits and bobs. So I have extra bits to my Gym Boss interval timer. I'm bringing 2 extra batteries because I'm feeling paranoid about it. This is like the MVP of the run walk method. The Gym Boss. Sorry, it's not. There it goes. You can set it to any intervals you want. I have it set to vibrate. I wear it on my wristband of my watch, and it is the best. Anyway, there she goes. She's going. But it also beeps if you'd rather. I'm just going to turn it off. So there's that. I have this little bag with a lot of extra little baggies in it because I don't like to, at least not up to this point, carry a pack, a waistband, or a hydration vest with me when I'm doing the actual races, even though I train with those lately. Oh, and by the way, Winnie's here. If you're like, what's that fuzzy thing? She's not coming with me, sadly, to the race. I wish I could bring her with me. She would not appreciate being packed in my carry-on, though. I just like to wear underlayer, like a bottom layer with pockets in it. So this time I'm going with bike shorts because I think it's going to be warmer. But they have pockets on the side. And then I just use the little bags to kind of put in things so they don't get damp and weird from me sweating and it being humid Florida. I just have extra of those. But these are salt tabs and gum. Gum feels still good. And then a lot of extra safety pins. But I'm very excited because this year I'm trying out bib boards for the first time. And these are from BB Brooke. And they were part of a fun mystery box that I ordered from her. I think she's selling them a la carte though. I'm not sure. But I'm really excited to give those a go, but I just have the safety pins as a backup. And then more salt stick tabs. Those are just to help you if you are feeling lightheaded, if you need a quick, I don't know what even to say, quick dose of salt will help in extreme heat especially. More gum. I also just ordered more of these off Amazon to bring. These little small packable emergency ponchos are great for these races because even if it's not raining, I can sit on it if the ground is damp or for extra warmth around my legs in the corrals. I'm not actually planning on bringing extra leg bottoms unless the forecast in the next week turns dramatically colder. I don't think I'm going to need a bottom layer. Otherwise, I do have a couple pairs of sweatpants that I could throw away. It's not really throwing them away, but that I could put in my bag. I have this little guy of Band-Aids that I take on the run with me because it's nice to have blister Band-Aids just in case. And then, of course, Body Glide works so well. My run ID, very important. I already showed you the interval timer. I have my Powerbeat Pro headphones. These are my preference for running, and especially for these long races because they last so long and they're wireless, which is nice. And I have my little sock bun. Do we still call them that? A little sock bun kit. I'll probably wear my hair like that again. It just keeps it. I sweat profusely even on a good day, but in Florida, humidity for sure. So keeping my hair completely off my head and neck helps a lot. I did that for the races last season and it worked really well. And a new addition to my kit and caboodle this year is my Club Run Disney card, which helps me get into the expo things a bit early. In addition, I'm bringing my noon hydration, of course. I don't bring that on the course with me. I will just use the Powerade on course as I have in previous races, but I like them before and after the races. And I will have my standard travel water bottle, which is a hydro flask, but I'm also bringing this fun one from BB Brook to be just for electrolytes to have in the car and such. If I did a gear check, I haven't yet done gear check. I just haven't felt the need for it, but that is something I would definitely gear check if I felt like the conditions made me want to have that. I'm just going to show you what else I have pulled out here. These are my race outfits. You're getting a little sneak peek. I will be sharing real time on the day of on Instagram. On the days of, I should say, it's multiple days while I'm there, so you'll see the whole race outfits. These are still, we're a full week out from the event starting, and I'm still kind of fine-tuning if I'm wearing these exact tops, but the bottoms and the headgear are all set in stone. So I've got 5K, 10K, half marathon, full marathon. So I'll just show you an example. I got these skirts on Etsy. I don't remember the name of the shop off the top of my head, but I will link them. They are great and I love them. So I've just, like I said, got the bike shorts with the pockets underneath. This will go on top. And then a top, obviously, I'm going to have a sports bra. I'm just realizing I didn't pull out the sports bras, so I got to do that. And then my scrunchie. And then I don't know if I'm going to want to wear mini ears for the whole half marathon, but I figured I could do them for the 5K and the 10K. I ran in them in an hour. I ran in these in an hour as a test run this weekend, and they worked out fine. So I think that will be okay. And I tested out all these, all the skirts are the same, and I've tested out all the tops, and I think they're fine. I'm just I ordered a few more things just to be sure if that's really what I want to do or not. My full marathon outfit is actually a run dress. And I wore run dresses for all of my race events last year and really enjoyed them. So there's that. But I did buy myself for the full marathon this super cute visor because the full marathon takes me a while. I know I'm going to be running when the sun is fully up, so I need some sort of hat situation. I just thought this was so cute, and it's another Etsy shop. I will link. These are Etsy. These are BB Brook. That's Etsy. These are Etsy. I got these from Lululemon on clearance during their Black Friday situation. And these bike shorts are from Amazon, and they are really nice. And they're less than $20, a lot less than Lululemon. That's basically what I've got. Like I said, I just got to pull out my socks and my sports bras. And I did add one other. I don't know if I'm going to run with these yet or not. If I do, it'd probably just be on the full marathon day. But my Gooder sunglasses. So we'll see. That might be a game time decision. Also depending on the weather. So this is mostly what's going in my wheeled carry-on. So what this condenses down into is just things I need on race days. And I'm packing for all 4 race days because I do not trust in checking clothes that are this important anymore. I used to, I don't anymore, like I talked about at the beginning. But I just want to give you a sense of how I organize my race outfits. I've been doing this for the past year too, is just having every day the whole complete outfit from top to bottom, all undergarments, socks, undies, bra, all the components, headgear, scrunchie, in a section all by itself and already planned out. So this is my 5K outfit and it's on one side. The 10K outfit is on the other side. These are double-sided packing cubes from Eagle Creek that I've had forever. Here I've got the marathon outfit on one side and my half marathon outfit on the other side. So everything has its place. I don't have to think about it at all on the trip, even the night before. All I have to do is pull these things out. I lay them out on the bed and then I'm ready to go. I've got my throwaways, right? I've got all my little race bits and bobs that condense down nicely into there. And those are actually shoe socks, I guess you could call them, for my running shoes. This is also something different that I'm doing this year as I'm learning more about running and my body and my feet, is I have 2 sets of running shoes that I alternate between, so I rest them. I'll rest one pair while I'm running in the other pair the next day. And I'm not wearing them to walk around in, they're just for running. So I'll be wearing completely different sneakers on the plane, although they look exactly like that. They're just older. But those are getting packed in my carry-on too. And that's basically all that I feel is absolutely necessary to bring on my carry-on. Toiletries even, of course, necessary medications and stuff. I'll have my backpack with my gear and my chargers and all of that, but this is really just my race kits and all the necessary items that I need for all 4 race days, and I think they're all going to fit very nicely in my bigger carry-on from Away. So let's have a look. Okay, so as you see here, I have my Away. They call it the bigger carry-on, and this is the top portion, which I usually put mostly clothes, and the bottom portion is where I'll put heavier items and kind of oddly shaped items that I can kind of squeeze between the structural elements of the, the pulling, the extendable handle. I don't know what to call that. So, for instance, that's where I would tuck in shoes. So I've got my shoes all packed up in their little shoe socks. I'm wondering, oh yeah, I think they'll fit just like that. There. And then going to put some of my a little heavier other items in the bottom here. It's pretty empty, so it's possible I'll pack in, as we get closer to actual race day, pack in some more things in here, just so things aren't loosey-goosey. But I think it's all right. Let's see. Get my race outfits in the top here. They fit real nicely. These packing cubes fit snug as a glove. Well, that just fits real easy, doesn't it? And then maybe this. How do we want to do this? Let me think for a second. What if instead of that other way, we did something like this? There. You could fit so much more in this bag, to be honest. And like I said, the things that aren't in here now that I've ordered are the gloves and the extra ponchos. I don't expect those things to take up a lot of room. But this is honestly just for peace of mind. I think you could probably be fine. I've checked bags for all the other races this year. I just have heard so many stories, especially over the holidays, of problems with not only flights but luggage and all of that. It's just it's a lot. So I'm not taking any chances, and I feel like this is something that I will get into the practice of doing from now on, is packing up a carry-on just for the race stuff. There she is, all packed up. I could definitely pack some more things in there if I wanted to, but I just, peace of mind right there. That's what that is. When I say I could fit a lot more in here, you guys, I know it looked pretty full. I think it's deceiving on camera. I could fit probably another 50% of stuff in here and still close it, no problem. That's not a priority for me, but if I wanted to bring home souvenirs, or I needed extra room to bring things home, I could. This is obviously not everything I need for race weekend. It's not. It's everything I need for the races during race weekend. It's not everything I need for all of the non-racing times. That can be checked, and I'm fine with that. And it's just, you know what? Like I said, even if it gets lost, it doesn't matter. Anything that's critically important to me, prescription medication, my camera gear, my computer, my chargers, my journal, critically important things, they go in my backpack. And I did a video on what's in my carry-on earlier this year. It's pretty much the same. It just, fluctuates on what camera gear I'm bringing. Those are things that I always carry on my person, and the backpack I know is never getting gate checked because it can always fit under the seat in front of me. And that's why I prefer not to travel even in a bulkhead seat, because those are things that I want at my feet. I don't care if I have no foot room, I want them at my feet because they're, expensive and precious items to me. So anyway, this is just providing so much peace of mind, and I am excited about next week, but I'm more nervous than I've ever been for a Disney race. I feel like, at least in this newest part of my Run Disney trajectory, right? So I did my first race 11 years ago, Wine and Dine, 2013? Is that true? I think that was my first one. I could look, I have all my medals here. And then I took, 10 years off, and now I'm back, and it's been great. If you're feeling nerves, if you're feeling like your body's not doing what you want it to, or you're just feeling a lot of nerves in general about the whole thing, especially if you're doing dopey, totally normal, very big endeavor, but also very doable, frustratingly doable. It's a lot to do a 5K, and then a 10K, and then follow that with a half, and then follow that with a full marathon. That's a lot to do in 4 days. Nobody's gonna argue you on that, but you can do it. And if you have to adjust, and if I just go into dopey with absolutely no expectations of even finishing, just trying my best. My main priority is to finish, whatever that looks like for me, healthy, to complete my particular races, and that might mean I don't finish, it's fine. But even if I'm there and I'm doing it and I'm trying to end my experience without injury, feels a little harder this time because I'm teetering on the edge of it, but I'm doing my best to do what I can for my body this week and do what I can for my my mind this week. And I think honestly that's the biggest part of it for me right now. It's the mental game. This helps, and I'm sharing this just in case it helps even just one of you out there to hear somebody else freaking out a little bit and doing what they can to manage that, and you just gotta let go of the rest. It's so much easier said than done, and it's a constant work in progress, but I just keep reminding myself that this is a joy for me. It's a joyful experience. It's hard. Being joyful doesn't make it easy, right? It's definitely challenging. They don't call it a challenge for nothing, but it is something that means a lot to me and feels like a real blessing to even be able to get to this point where I can participate, and I'm just leaning into that joy and that gratitude where I can, and that helps to calm things down. Anyway, there's going to be a lot of Run Disney content coming up at you in the next few months because I have this event this weekend, so the Dopey Challenge over Marathon Weekend, first weekend of January, that I'm going back, hopefully, my body's still functioning, for the Princess Half Marathon Weekend. I'm doing the challenge then too, and that's in late February, and then I'm going back, hopefully, in mid-April for the Springtime Surprise Challenge. So in between now and then, I don't really have a lot of other travel plans. So I'm just giving you a little tiny bit of a heads up. There's just gonna be a lot of Run Disney content the next couple of months, and I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's something that I am passionate about and I love sharing, and that's why I continue to do so. So there will be other travel content coming up this spring, hopefully, but until then, you can expect some more Run Disney stuff. I did want to just share one more time, because it's the last week that I can raise funds for this amazing cause. I am raising funds for Give Kids the World, which is an amazing charity that provides once-in-a-lifetime, fully paid Disney trips for critically ill children and their families to Disney World. And it's just such a beautiful cause. I have a fundraiser page. I'm very close to my goal, and I thank so much all of those who have already donated. Any amount you can give definitely helps. I really encourage you to go check out what they're all about, read about their mission and their initiatives. They have a whole village where they provide accommodation and transportation and tickets and everything. It's the whole package, and it's just such a beautiful organization. So I will link my fundraising page below if you feel so inclined to donate. I'm very grateful, thank you. And if not, that's okay too, but I appreciate your time and listening to that. I hope that you are all well. If you're running next weekend and you see me, please, please, please say hi. I know I'm like really socially awkward, but I do love meeting you in person. I just do love it. So please don't hesitate to say hello. I will be posting in real time on Instagram, morning of races, what I'm wearing, so you can probably pick me out, honestly, by the light up scrunchy bun situation. I feel like that's kind of a giveaway. But you'll see every day what I'm wearing on Instagram. If you want to say hi, I would really love to chat with you and to wish you well on your running journey. And if I don't see you, I am wishing you well on your running journey, wishing you all the best for a happy, fun, and safe marathon weekend experience, whatever race or races you're running. I wish you all the magic that Run Disney can provide. And I will see you probably in a couple weeks. We'll start out with some race recaps, and I'm planning on bringing my little camera and filming my experiences through all the races and the expo and everything. So stay tuned for that if you'd like to see how everything went, and hopefully my body stays together. All right, friends, happy running and safe travels, and I will see you real soon. Oh, and Happy New Year very, very soon. Take very good care. Bye.